Hello friends, today we are going to learn about Pappu'S Guldinus Theorem, which gives the surface area and volume of any object by revolution. There are two theorems, out of which first theorem gives the surface area, and the statement for Pappu'S Guldinus Theorem first is which states that the area of revolution of any surface which is equal to the product of or multiplication of length of that generating curve which is going to be revolved along with any axis and the distance traveled by the centroid of that particular curve. So mathematical equation for first theorem can be written as surface area as a AS, which is equal to length of generating curve as a small l into theta as a revolution with respect to any axis, and either y bar or x bar as a CG distance. So theorem may be applied to the curve only if it is generating the surface area with the revolution, but not that if the curve is going to be intersect with any other curve, then theorem 1 is not applicable. It means that if our curve is intersecting with any other axis or any other particular surface, then it is not applicable by Pappu'S Guldinus theorem. So let us take some example which gives the surface area of generating curve as first. If we have a particular vertical line having a length L and it is revolved along with YY axis at a distance R from YY axis, then according to the mathematical equation, the area of this generating curve along with the y axis is equal to AS as, now small l is given as the total length, or let us assume height instead of length, then L can be written as the small h. Now theta, it means that the revolution of the curve, it means particular line having the h as a height with respect to YY in 360 degree. So according to the radian, it is 2 pi as a theta, and y bar, it means the CG distance from the y axis. Now we know that for the particular line our CG is exactly at the mid span, then the CG distance from the YY axis is known as the R value, so R. So from this we can say that AS is equal to 2 pi R into H, and if this is the generating curve, and we know that for the particular cylinder having the surface area as a 2 pi R into H. So we can calculate any surface area with the help of Pappu'S Guldinus theorem. Let us take one another example as a sphere. We have to rotate this sphere with respect to either x-axis or y-y axis. It means that according to the Pappu'S Guldinus theorem, we have to rotate a curve having the radius as a r. Then we know that for particular circle the total length is 2 pi r, hence for the half circle our length is pi into r. From x-axis the CG distance is 2r by pi for the lamina. So our y bar is equal to 2r by pi. Now let us put the values in the equation. Then as is equal to L as a pi r, theta as a 2 pi, and y bar as a 2 r by pi. Now solving this term, we have as is equal to 4 pi r square. So we can say that for the sphere, our area of surface, or we can say that the peripheral area is equal to 4 pi r square. So with the help of Pappu'S Guldinus theorem, we can find out the surface area using the first theorem. Thank you.